It's simply astonishing how much time, effort and resources, money in particular, is going into the small boats issue. And how much time, effort and resources are not going into the issue of food security. Now, the boats issue, the small boats issue, the Rwanda plan, literally, if the government were allowed to do what they wanted to do, if the Supreme Court hadn't stopped them, ultimately, it only would have ensured a few hundred asylum seekers would have been processed in Rwanda. And so all of the millions of pounds and goodness knows how many hours wasted on this plan literally only delivers the possibility of a few asylum seekers, a handful, going to be processed in Rwanda. But ultimately, the negligence towards our food security and our food supply is literally getting hardly any attention. It makes absolutely no sense that today, of all days, when Britain happens to be hosting the Global Food Summit, that all of the energy of our media and the government is focused on the Rwanda plan and the small boats plan. I was very interested to hear Geoffrey Clifton-Brown's contribution to this debate.
It's going to be very problematic, if I'm being honest about it. And I do think, much as I didn't like Suella Braverman's public outburst, I do think she's a good lawyer. I do think actually her heart was in the right place at trying to get this whole program underway so that we can start to cut down some of these vile smugglers, boat smugglers, and stop this dangerous crossings of the channel.
I would argue that having a good lawyer needs a lawyer with their head in the right place rather than their heart. I mean, hopefully their head and their heart are in the right place. But I think from the former Home Secretary's point of view, neither actually was the case.
I do think actually those points in the Telegraph today, some of them at least are seriously worth considering. One of them I was particularly struck with was to get British officials embedded in Rwanda so that we can oversee what the Rwandans are doing. And that does seem to me to make eminent sense and might well go some way towards addressing the Supreme Court's concerns.
That Geoffrey Clifton-Brown is really taken by the thought of British officials embedding themselves in Rwanda to try and persuade the Supreme Court to change their minds about international law is, well, incredible.
Want to me that we stop the boats. That's why at the beginning of this year, when I set out my 5 priorities, one of them was clearly to stop the job. We've got to get the Rwanda plan up and running. I will do whatever it takes to make that happen. People are sick of this merry-go-round. I want to end it. My patience is wearing thin like everyone else's. That's why our emergency legislation will make it crystal clear that Rwanda is safe for these purposes. It meets all the concerns that people have raised because of our new arrangement with them. And we want to stop any more domestic challenges to this programme, and I've also been clear that we won't let a foreign court stand in the way of us getting a flight off to Rwanda.
It's very alarming that Rishi Sunak can say such things, that he doesn't want to be challenged domestically or internationally, and he wants to be able to do what he wants to do. It's also disappointing because he has done some good things with ensuring that we have the Windsor framework and also by getting us back in the Horizon programme. But when he's then now threatening international law, that threatens our treaty with the European Union and certainly is very bad for our food supplies.
Thanks for watching this video. Please comment below and let us know what you think. And also don't forget to subscribe to our channel.